Thank you, and good evening, everybody. It's so great to see you all. My name is Leah Kettlecamp. I'm one of the orchestra teachers here at FRES. Mrs. Isham is playing the keys for us back there. This is one of our favorite concerts of the year because it's absolutely amazing how much progress these students make in just a few short months. They only just started playing their instruments like 5 months ago. So it's really incredible to see their progress. We have a really awesome program here in Brighton for instrumental music in 4th grade. These kids come down 2 times a cycle, which is really, really, really important for them to be able to see us twice a cycle, and it really helps their progress, and we get to see them grow so much because of it, because of that repetitive practice that we get to do twice a cycle here in Brighton. It's a very unique program. There isn't another program like it in this area, so we're super, super lucky to have that here in Brighton. The next songs we will perform for you are Hot Cross Buns, Mary Had a Little Lamb, Dry Bones, and At Peter's Door. These are all the first songs we learned to play by putting fingers down on the strings to make the notes F sharp and E. So please enjoy these 4 songs we will play for you. I'm sure you noticed that these string players were using a technique playing by plucking their strings. We have a fun string word for that. It's an Italian word. It's called pizzicato. You can say it. It's really fun to say. Pizzicato. Yes. So that is the technique we used at first because holding the bow is a lot harder than it looks. It's a very tricky skill and it takes a ton of practice. But we did it, and these guys have some great bow holds. It's very impressive to see. So we're going to play those songs for you one more time, but this time you're going to get to hear them with the bow. We have another Italian word for that called arco. Arco. So enjoy these now with the bow. Okay, now we're going to get real fancy and we're going to use two strings, songs that involve playing on the D string and the A string. This introduces a whole new skill because crossing the strings and making it sound really, really nice is a tricky skill to do. So we're going to play for you now some songs on the D string and the A string. so much. We are so impressed at the huge sound that these string players are making. Until today, we've only played in smaller lesson groups in our IM classes. So this is the first time we've been all together. We have about 120 of us here on the stage right now, which is amazing. Brighton has been so lucky to have 98% participation rate in 4th grade average for the past 30 years, I believe it is. 40 years, Mrs. Parker says, 40 years, 98% average participation rate in 4th grade playing an instrument. That means that all these kids have had this chance to learn how to play an instrument in 4th grade, and we just think that is fantastic. So, our next songs that we will be playing for you, we have to take our Hot Cross Buns and our Mary Had a Little Lamb, and we have to give them a little minor key twist. So we played them in a happy D major key earlier for you, but now we're going to turn them into burnt buns, and Mary is going to be a little bit sad. And we also learned this really cool song called Snake Charmer that we all really like to play. So enjoy. We hope you enjoyed our minor key sad songs, but it's time to get happy again. I grew up in Montana, and I grew up doing like fiddle music competitions. There are pictures of me in like cowboy boots and everything, the whole thing. So I had to put a fiddle tune in this program because I wanted these guys to have the same fun experience. Maybe they don't all have cowboy boots, but that's okay. But we're going to play a fiddle tune for you 2 different ways called Boil Up Cabbage, and you'll hear it with 2 different kinds of rhythms. And you'll hear the bass players doing a really cool technique that is for fiddle playing on the bass. Will you guys play just a little bit of that? Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. That's a cool technique called slap bass. Yes, give them singing class. So please enjoy Boiling Cabbage. Thank you. We love doing that song. Our last song for you tonight is called Salamander Samba. It's another one that make you want to dance a little bit. We really enjoyed learning this song because it's a real orchestra song, meaning that all the instruments play a different part. They all play a different note. So just so you have an idea what these different sections of the orchestra look like, bass players, would you stand up? Here we have our bass players. Thanks, basses. We also have our cello section. Cello, stand up. Thank you. And then this is a little trickier to be able to tell the difference between these two sections, but viola players, will you stand up, please? Great violas. And, of course, we have our violin players over here. Violins. So each section of the orchestra gets to play a different part in the song. And before we play our last song, I just want to tell you all thank you so much for all of your support of these young musicians and our program. Mrs. Isham and I love every day that we get to work with your kiddos, and they're just a delight. They're so wonderful, they've learned so much, and we're so happy to be able to work with them. So thank you to all of you.